What is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of this Atlanta Thrashers NHL 20 expansion franchise mode season 4 playoffs. We are back for the second year in a row, round 1 against the Buffalo Sabres. We actually did end up having more wins than them this year, but they were a team carried by the overtime loss extra point. They have a very young and deep forward core led by one of the best players in the league, Jack Eichel. Over an 88-point guy every single year. On defense, their former number 1 pick, another one of the best defensemen in the league, Rasmus Dahlin. They've got a good D-core in net. They have their guy, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, who has been one of the better goalies in hockey throughout this franchise. But here we go. Round 1. Game 1 of the 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs in Buffalo. Sabres, Thrashers. Game 1, here we go. First period, 2-0 we lead. It's 4-3. Third period in a 1-goal game. A barn burner to start off this series. You gotta hold the lead if you are Atlanta, and obviously, oh my God.
Oh, as soon as you said that.
8 minutes left. Down by 1.
Down by 2?
Down by 1.
Oh, okay.
Against Buffalo, in Buffalo. Third period, we need 2 to win, 1 goal to tie. You gotta try and start off the series with a game 1 win.
It's beautiful with
Here we go. Here we go in Buffalo at KeyBank. The 4th line on to start it off. Face-off won by the Sabres. Good save there for Maskarov. Here's Murray. He waits, he rims it around now to Par Magnuson, up to Jesse Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi goes wide, he waits, he cuts back, finds Magnuson, his shot, what a save! Par waits, kicks it along the wall, Puljujarvi, Murray, that's a brutal pass there from Ryan Murray. Dylan Cousins now to Brock McGinn. Good back check there from Par Magnuson. He gets it in stride. Now he looks up to Jesse Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi spins away from a check. Looks to Par. What a save by Luukkonen, and he robs him with a glove hand. 5 minutes left. It's a 1-goal game. The rookie line of Johnston, Amirov, and Jarvis out for Atlanta as Buffalo wins the faceoff back. Bad pinch there from Nils. Here they go. Right up the wing. Johansson backdoor to Eichel. What a save by Askarov. Here's Rodion Amirov.
that time.
Loses it. Here's Jarvis. Blocked. There it is for Ristolainen. He will take it out of the zone. Reinhardt now to Johansson. A beautiful move. Jack Eichel. What a play by Radish. He looks. Johnson now to Seth Jarvis. Jarvis waits. Backs up. His shot. Save. Rebound. Johnson just missed. 2 minutes to go. Eichel, Johansson, beats Lundqvist. Eichel, what a save. Askarov, another one. Here's Jeremy Betts. Betts, now to Aiden Atkinson. A beautiful move. Atkinson waits. He gets hit off the puck. What a play by Jeff Skinner. 1 minute left. Reinhardt, he waits, gets through. His shot missed. Nils Lundqvist in stride. He gets it out of the zone. Here comes Buffalo the other way. Reinhardt with a beautiful move. He loses it. Puljujarvi now to Par Magnuson. 40 seconds to go. Magnuson gets hit. They go back door. Gauthier couldn't get a stick on it. Here's Murray. His shot just saved. Rebound, another save. Skinner is laid out by Murray. 20 seconds left. Brown, Yoki, Harju. What a save. One final rush. Puljujarvi. Here he goes. Right up the center. Now to Par Magnuson. Magnuson, he waits, looks over. Murray. Oh my God, it's a brutal play. Gauthier, one final chance. Sanderson, his shot. There it is. We're going to have a face-off with 3 seconds left. We are able to get one shot away. This will decide game 1 of this series here in Buffalo. If we lose this draw, this game is over. Par, you need to win it. And he does. Murray! Save. Buffalo wins game 1. A Wyatt Johnston hat trick in his playoff debut for the rookie was not enough. It was a 3-0 Buffalo Atlanta lead and a choke job. We lose 5-4 in game 1. We were up 4-3 heading into the final 20 minutes. 2 goals from the Sabres really screws us over. Those are games that you got to win. Just looked like we just got outmatched in that game. You had a big lead, somehow choked it late. Game 2 in Buffalo again. You can't lose both on the road. Third period, we're down 2-0. Not a good look so far in this series. Get on the board and I can jump in and try and win us this game. And it's a long power play for Buffalo. Nothing doing. We kill it off. And we get shut out in game 2, and we head back to Atlanta down 2-0 in the series. Go from scoring 4 goals in the first game to 0 in game 2. Back in Atlanta for game 3 at State Farm Arena. You can't lose this game. Third period, it's a 1-0 game here in Georgia. And it's Aiden Atkinson on the third line, and then Dylan Cousins. And now it's 2-1 again. Who's going to step it up, huh, boys? Third. 7:15 left. We are jumping in. We are in need of a hero. Who's going to cement themselves in this young franchise history? 1 goal, we're tied. That gives us a chance to win it. Someone's got to step up and be a hero. Barb Magnuson's been quiet so far. That's all I'm going to say. We need our superstar to step up when it matters most. Going to go for a change immediately here. Lundqvist looks. Julian Gauthier waits. He's going to go to the outside. Shifts one into Parr. His shot safe. It's going to be Middleset on it first. Radish lays a big hit. Gauthier spins. His shot save. A few great looks from Atlanta coming off of that goal. Gauthier waits, looks. Here's Murray. Murray waits. To the net, it's Pugliarvi who scores, and we're tied with 5 minutes left. They needed a hero, and we are tied. What a feed. Pugliarvi, his first of the postseason. We're tied at 2 apiece in game 3. What a feed by the defenseman stepping up Ryan Murray. This place is bumping now. 5 minutes to go. At this point, it really could be next goal wins. Murray waits. Looks to Jake Sanderson, who looks up to Parr Magnuson. He gets hit there from Johansson. Johansson with it now. Great hit by Murray. Pugliarvi now to Parr Magnuson. He waits. Cuts in, drag, shot, save. And Gauthier, how do you miss that? That is on Julian Gauthier. Sanderson lays a big hit. Eichel now to Johansson. Johansson wide, curls back. Ristolainen, great job by Parr. Murray gets it up. Gauthier to Magnuson. Magnuson, he might be in. Save. Oh, my God. Goes around. Sanderson spins back. Tries to kick it down low. He couldn't. Dahlin. Now to Jeff Skinner. Good hit. Who's going to get it? Sanderson back up to Parr. Magnuson looks. Pugliarvi in front. Gauthier. He missed it. 55 on the clock. We're tied at 2, still in the third. Both teams roll out with their second line. Johnson against Thompson on the draw. Face off one back by Tage. Merrill, there it is for Amirov. Oh my goodness. He had a point-blank chance right in front of the net with no one around, and Luukkonen stops him with a pad. Gotta win this draw, Wyatt. You gotta win it. He does. Goes over to Nils Lundqvist. Lundqvist now to Amirov. Down low to Wyatt Johnson. Back there it is for Jarvis. A weak backhand shot on net. Nothing new in there. Good cycle from Atlanta. Just not getting those grade A shots as you would like here in the final minute of this game, as Buffalo will win another draw. Skinner to the outside. He gets hit there. Merrill now to Brown. Brown, Yogi Hardy. Brown scores with 30 seconds left. Buffalo takes the lead right back. You gotta be kidding me. A defensive collapse from Atlanta, and they are stunned. Brown might have just put the Sabres up 3-0 in this series. 35 on the clock. Buffalo wins the draw. Parr, you need to seal it. Parr, you need to seal it, and he can't. Good hit. Johansson Uh-oh. Reinhardt, what a save. All right, you're going to have one rush. It's going to go to Pugliarvi with 18. Now it's Magnuson. Par shot, save, and no one's in the rush with him. If you got to get a stop here. Yes, Pugliarvi. That's a trip. It's a penalty. 8 seconds left. It's going to come down to the wire. One shot. Oh my God, we lost the draw and that's it. You got to get the puck up quick. Quick. Go. It's over. Buffalo up 3-0 in round one. Magnuson and Johnston. I'm looking at my top two centers. If Wyatt Johnston wins that face-off when it was tied at 2, probably win the game. If Par Magnuson wins that face-off with 10 seconds left, down by 1 in the power play, probably have a good chance to tie it. Don't know why we can't win draws when it matters most. If Buffalo wins this, it's over. We're tied at 2 heading into the third. We need to make one of the most unprecedented comebacks in NHL history. It's been done before. Very rarely, though. You are only... And it's Ilya Kovalchuk! The captain gives Atlanta the lead. And we have life. Atlanta takes game 4. We are heading back to upstate New York at the KeyBank Center in Buffalo. It's a 3-1 series. Don't lose this. We can get a win here. It's 3-1. Third period. Oh my God.
Come on, get out of this game.
Oh, shoot.
No, come on.
No. That could give Buffalo life. You got it. One more goal and we win it. One more goal and we win it. We kill the power play. Buffalo. They can't do anything. Atlanta will force a Game 6 back at home. And this is looking all too real now. We haven't had anything from our top players, but it's the depth that's coming through. Game 6 back at home in Atlanta. It's a 3-2 lead heading into the third for the Thrashers. 2 goals from Julien Gauthier on the first line. 1 goal. And we might be going to Game 7 power play. Buffalo. Oh my God. And they still have a power play. They still have a power. And it's 4-3.
You going in?
We're going in with 4.5 to go. Holy crap. Buffalo has had a power play for the last 8 minutes. What? Someone must have done something really stupid for Buffalo to still be on a power play. Oh, Jesus. 4.5 to go. You're down 1. Get him out. Get him out. Can't waste any time here. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. And, yay! Oh! Power play Atlanta with 3 minutes left. 3:30 left. Oh, my goodness. It's a 4-3 game. Oh, my God. And Parr loses another face-off. That's going to be a big talking point here in Game 6. Here's Jarvis. Jarvis has it. You got to have a rush. Jarvis, Parr, Magnuson. What a move! Oh, my God. And they clear it again. Nils Lundqvist. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jarvis, a beautiful spin. Pulls it in, drags his shot, save. Ristolainen, he will clear again. But it's icing. That was one of the worst plays I've ever seen. You gotta be kidding me. And we're gonna waste our biggest chance. And we can't win another face-off. Holy crap. Nils. Magnuson, now to Wyatt Johnston. Johnson, he's been our best player this series, and he gets his shot blocked. Cousins clears. 30 seconds to go on the power play. 1:40 left in this game. They're going to spring Jarvis. He's got Magnuson. Beautiful move by Seth. Parr, he still can't get it home.
I thought that other guy would give him an assist.
1:30 left. Timeout Sabres. Crunch time. No, it was timeout Thrashers, sorry. Crunch time in Atlanta. It's a win by Buffalo, and it's out of the zone. Oh my God, how? And the power play is over. Man advantage lost. And it goes up. No. What is that pass? Oh my God. Wyatt Johnson with a stupid play. Oh my God, you gotta skate. You gotta skate. Joe! Magnuson, he can't catch it. And here we go. Brown gets laid out. Steal! Sanderson! Damn it.
I can't believe
He was in all alone.
I can't believe it. What was he doing?
Surprise. 30 seconds left. Step up, somebody. Pugliarvi, down low. You got it! What was that muffin? Boo! That was a freaking muffin. You know what that was? That sucked. 28 to go.
Sitting and watching it.
Pugliarvi opens up. And he hit the post! He hit the post! I do not believe what I'm watching. As here goes Parr. This could be his... That's a... Oh my God, you gotta call something, ref. And his time ticks down. Skinner the move. And it's over. The Thrashers, who were one of the hottest teams in the league in the final month of the year, are out in the first round of the playoffs. Buffalo will move on to the second round.
They played like mutants that last game. They did.
They did. They were up late, choked it again. A brutal loss in Parr Magnuson. He had one of the best sophomore years we've seen in a while. 1 goal shy of 40 in the regular season, 74 points. And you know what?
He did that one goal.
You know what he did in the playoffs? Nothing. 0 goals in the postseason, 4 assists. That's what Parr Magnuson finished with. Getting first line time as this team's undivided superstar. Radish, you played terrible. Olivier, the fourth line sucked. Ilya Kovalchuk was the only... Oh my God. Goalies, can you blame it on the 20-year-old goalie Askarov? You can't. No help in front of him. As now, I mean, it's going to be a long summer to look back on this, as this team might need some major shakeups. The second round is set. St. Louis and Colorado, Arizona against Vancouver. In the East, Washington and the Rangers. Tampa Bay against Buffalo, as we will head to the summer months of June, July, August. Season over for Atlanta. Another round 1 exit. Year number 3, it was to the Leafs. Year number 4, it was to the Sabres. And the playoffs are complete. The Tampa Bay Lightning have won the Stanley Cup. And the first overall pick in the 2023 NHL Draft belongs to the Ottawa Senators. We have the number 4 pick.
I was just going to say, we got 4.
Yeah, we're not going to be at 4. We're trading that away. And we are going to try and get the number 1 pick. And we knew it was going to happen. We just feel the player projected at number 1, a.k.a. Connor Bedard, too good to pass up this season. You look, once in a generation, these guys come around. Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, Connor Bedard. Number 1 overall, it was Ottawa Senators on the clock. And we are going to try everything we can to trade up for this pick. I will give them Julien Gauthier. I will give them number 4. And I will give them all 3 of our firsts. And they say yes to that. The Atlanta Thrashers have the number 1 overall pick in the 2023 draft. And with the first overall pick in the 2023 NHL draft, the Atlanta Thrashers are proud to select from the Regina Pats of the Western Hockey League, Connor Bedard. Welcome to Atlanta. 83 overall at 18 years old. High franchise potential. He had a great junior career. He has a 5-star shot, 4-star skating, 4-star puck skills. 2nd overall, New Jersey. They get Matvei Michkov, also an 83 with franchise potential. 3rd overall, Leo Carlson to the Red Wings. Florida gets Gabe Perreault. A shock right here. He was projected at number 10, and he goes number 4. LA at 5, Downey. Calgary at 6, Ryan Leonard. At 7, Will Smith to the Sharks. Zach Benson to the Canadiens. Douglas to the Senators. And to round it out, Bjornal goes to the Leafs to round out the top 10. One eventful top 10 it was here in 2023. I mean, we have our franchise guy, Roman Kantarov, low franchise to the Bruins right there. Fowler, high elite goalie to the Islanders. It's an insane pickup right there for them. We had to say goodbye to Julien Gauthier. That's always a tough move. You never like saying goodbye to a player of that caliber, but we're getting an 83 overall in return. We are getting the best player in the draft. So, in my opinion, well worth it. Pick 26, we are going to be taking Vaclav Suster. Pick number 69. Pick 5 in round 3, we are taking... Got to go for potential at this point. Wozniewski, he sucks, and we are going to be simming the rest of the draft. Nothing matters. Number 1, Connor Bedard. You are an Atlanta Thrasher. It's just a great trade right there. I mean, now you got to go to contracts, re-sign FaZe. Ryan Murray, who had a great Thrasher career, but unfortunately, it is time to say goodbye. So long, Ryan Murray, one of the best Thrashers to ever do it at this stage. 2 years, 4.4 for Nils Lundqvist, number 1 overall. Connor Bedard, 83 overall out of the draft. Oli Uelevi, we will be releasing. Wallman, he's going to get released. Telzado, I'd give him a 2-way, but he wants a 1-way, so no. Brzezinski, goodbye. Sherwood, qualify. Middleton, he'll get a 2-way, so will Ross Colton. Kirkland, he will get released. Kovalev, there we go. Everyone else looks like they're mostly signed up. Adam Etcherum will sign back, of course. Doesn't appear that there's really anyone else that we want to get back. Obviously, Suster will sign him. Goalies, Keith Lankins. We are going to re-sign him. He's going to be our backup for next year. 2 years, $800K. Mazzaros, we will sign. There we go. And there is our goalies. Sim to free agency. Keith Lankins says no. Middleton, Colton, Mazzaros, Connor Bedard, and Nils Lundqvist. Everyone says yes. Kovalev says he wants more, however, so we will qualify him. Where is he? Going to qualify him, see what he says. We are going to sim to free agency July 1st, the start of the new season. So here we go, heading into 23-24. finally looking to be a true #1 cup contender in this league. It's going to take a lot, but I know we're the type of team that can do it. Looks like a pretty good class here in free agency. Who do we try and go after at this point? I need to see, what does our team look like right about now? Let's take a look at what our lines could be projected for next year. So obviously, Magnuson, Johnston, Jarvis, Amirov, Guerra, Pugliarvi, Bedard. There's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't have an insanely great forward core. Defense 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sean Day might have to go. No sugarcoating that. We might need to get rid of Sean Day. Who would we get back is the question. I would like a forward piece back. So let's see who that could really be. Someone like a Peyton Krebs. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like that. Don't think they'd say yes to this. 2024, we don't have many picks. They're saying no, they need to save their resign, whatever. Okay. What if we try and flip him to Montreal? Suzuki is there. He could be an option for this team. He has a lot of trade value. We would have to be willing to say goodbye to some pretty good players for Nick Suzuki. They say no. That's okay. Who would we have to get rid of for Nick Suzuki to be on this team? Actually, probably, I don't know if I would do that because I don't want Suzuki playing in the third line role. It wouldn't let him really succeed. Maybe like a Philip Tomasino we could get. That would be almost too much. A first in return. They say yes to that. So Punovs goes the other way. We get Philip Tomasino. That is a good piece to add for this forward core. And now New Jersey. I would like a bottom 6 forward. That is what I'm looking for. Got to take a look to see who would fit that bill. They don't have to be this physical guy, but I would like someone that could play on my third, maybe even fourth line. Minnesota, do they have someone like that? Kavanov. And they do say yes to that. So we will be getting Kavanov from the Minnesota Wild. And now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and make a trade with the Rangers. And this could be worth a lot. We are going to try and go after Keandre Miller. I think that's the guy we want. He's an 84 overall, 23 years old. We need help defensively. Radish, it would be over the cap. We would have to retain a good amount on Darren Radish. I would easily be willing to retain half. And we'd probably need to take someone back so we could get this done. Shattenkirk makes $7 million for 1 year. I might have to bite the bullet on that deal. How many years left? 1? Okay. They say yes to that. Keandre Miller, welcome to Atlanta. And now is where it gets fun because This is the year that we've been waiting for, and we have a ton of our young superstars to extend and make them Thrashers for life. 8 years, $9.5 million. Par Magnuson, I guess we'll see. Rodion Amirov, don't know if I'm going to be willing to give him an 8-year. 4 years, 6.9. Jake Sanderson, holy crap. He wants $13 million for 8 years. Going to have to hold off on that. Guerra, I don't really know what I want to do. You were a breakout star on the rookie in your first year, but kind of stagnated. Jeremy Betts, I guess we will wait on you too, because as more players come up, you could have a lesser role on this team. Same with Aiden Atkinson at this point. Yeah, I feel like that's it. Askarov, you gotta hope he gets to the mid-80s by next year. You're really you want to have a stabilizer in net like that, but we do need a backup goalie, so let's see who could be a viable option heading into this year. Obviously, we're not going to go after like an Igor Shesterkin, because that would be like kind of a waste of a backup. He is way too good to be in that role. But I could see us going after a veteran like a Tuukka Rask, someone who's been there, done that before. Maybe a guy with Stanley Cup pedigree like a Corey Crawford. You know, could that be the play? An old, grizzled veteran, Ben Bishop, Corey Crawford. Crawford had the much better year. I think we might have to go with Corey Crawford. 1 year, $1.8 million. He will be our backup goalie for next season, but it'll only be a 1-year bridge type thing because, oh no, and every single player that we offered an extension to said no. So they might be asking for much more now. He's not. And I think the price on Magnuson has ballooned to a $10 million deal. Amirov, we might have to give him $7. If he doesn't say yes to $7 million, then I might wait. Sanderson, I literally can't offer you because you're not a $13 million player. You're more like a $8 million player. And if he was asking for that, I would be, yes, obviously you are that good of a player. You are our best defenseman. But at this point in time, just not willing to commit that type of money. Keandre Miller, 3 years, $4.8 million. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Kovalev, he's another RFA, $900K we could get. We just need to make sure most of these guys say yes. Keandre Miller obviously says yes. Par Magnuson does not want to extend with our team. Rodion Amirov, though, he says yes. Rodion, welcome back for the next 4 years after this one included. And yeah, this could get ugly. This could get ugly. And now he might want 10.5. 10.2 is my final offer. If he says no, then we wait. We sit here and we wait for him to come to his senses, as he did. Par Magnuson, 8 years, signed up until he's 27. Par Magnuson, superstar Par. He can see the future. He knows what's coming. He has Connor Bedard on his wing now. But the thing we do have to figure out is who's the center long term, because Connor Bedard is a center. His face-offs are at a 72, which is not good. Par Magnuson has 81 face-offs, so I think the logical move long-term for this team is Connor Bedard at the wing. And I think that makes sense. A high-flying sniper superstar winger, and we could have Wyatt Johnson alongside with him. So we're going to have Wyatt Johnson transition to a left wing. But your center core for the future, I guess Francis Guerra moves in to that second line center role. And then it opens up a world of possibilities here, because we did talk about that Nick Suzuki trade from before, about maybe we'll wait on him. We'll see if we can get a deal going with Montreal. And honestly, I'm going to circle back to that deal. I will circle back to it. I just would like to gauge what the price would be for Nick Suzuki, because right now, theoretically speaking, your first line next year is set in stone. Wyatt Johnston on the left, Par Magnuson up the middle, Connor Bedard at the right wing. What's your second line? Jarvis, right wing, great. Rodion Amirov, left wing, fantastic. Francis Guerra is not a second line center. He's an 85. He is a perfect third line, second power play unit center that's going to get 50 points a year. Nick Suzuki, however, could be a legitimate, perfect second line center. Plus, Jeremy Betts and Francis Guerra have elite chemistry. Aiden Atkinson is the other part of that trio. But at this point, does he become expendable to a point? Yes, he does. And then you also have to think of one more guy, and Aiden Atkinson, we will not be trading you away. And it's going to have to come down to this. So what do we do? What are we going to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do not have enough defensemen on this roster. So we're going to have to go out and try and get a defenseman when it's all said and done.
So what do you think?
But Jesse Puljujarvi, who's been one of the longest tenured Thrashers and has been nothing short of sensational for us, might have to go. And it's because he's gone from an 81 to an 85 in 5 years playing with us. That's not that good.
Pretty steady, though. It's not a bad player.
But think about it. Par Magnuson is 5 years younger than him and is 3 overalls higher than him.
Hey, Paul Magnuson, didn't they reject us?
He just signed an 8-year extension for
right,
10.2.
Okay.
So it's Jesse Puljujarvi. He looks like...
Who said no to us?
No, I think you're thinking of Sanderson, who's asking for too much, and we just can't give him that right now.
Okay. All right.
And I think this could be a deal where we look back on this and say, you know what? Not bad. Not too bad. Kind of want Kavanagh.
Yeah?
Gonna be honest. I kind of...
Well, what do you think our chances are with him? Oh.
Did not expect them to say no. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to throw in a lot. Nick Suzuki.
What'd you throw in?
We gave up 2 firsts and 2 seconds. The reason this makes sense for us, it sounds outlandish. The reason this makes sense for us is because we make these trades, we're a good team. You know where their first round pick is going to be? At 25. Who are we really going to get at 25 that, could impact this team in the near future? Probably no one. So that's why I'm going to be trying my best to get Kavanagh here. And I know we just got Philip Tomasino, but I might be trading him away. We just traded for Philip Tomasino. Oh, you can't get rid of the player you just traded for. That is so stupid, not realistic at all. I don't care, because Kavanagh is 2 overalls less than him, and he's 3 years younger. And this guy's 6'5", 220. Okay. Kavanagh, welcome to Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta. That's all I have to say. And now you need that last defenseman. And we went too far ahead, and now there's really no one to get. So I guess we're going to have to make another trade.
Oh, no.
And who would it be for this time?
That gets very costly for us.
I mean, I'm okay with it, though, because this team now is going to compete. This is going to be a good team. Question is, who do you go after? I'm looking at PK Subban, but how many years does he have left? He's going to be 37 at the end of that deal. That's terrible. Okay, Rangers, already made enough trade to you. I've already fleeced you guys so many times. It's getting to the point where it's kind of boring. So, yeah, just keep being stupid, even though I think they've won a cup in this universe, so maybe it's all working out for them. You want to go for an 80 overall defenseman, 80, 81, 82. That's the sweet spot at this point. Who could we go after? Cal Foote? Maybe just a little too good. If that's like a real thing, we could just say Jet Wu. Yeah, I think Jet Wu could be a guy we go after. Dundas. We're gonna give up Dundas, and I'm gonna give up maybe every single draft pick I have at this point because I think we're done drafting for this rebuild. They say no. 5th, 6th. How do they say no to that? How about 2/3? 2/3 in the 4th and Dundas. Jet Wu, welcome to Atlanta, and that is it. A hectic offseason to say the least, but in the end, did we make all the right moves? Yes. This team has a real shot of competing for a big playoff push this year. It is a young forward core. It's going to be really interesting to see how this team molds, fits together. Yeah. Ooh. I like it. I like it defensively. Lane Hudson and Jake Sanderson could be the pair. And there we go. Goalies. Askarov is an 85, which is exactly what we projected him to be. But that will do it for this one, guys. See you guys next time where we take care of the full 2024 regular season. Heading into season number 5, the expectations have massively grown for this team. It's time to make a run for the cup. See you guys next time. Go Thrashers. See you later, guys.